All right, I guess this is how we're going live. Whatever. This is the fourth time I'm recording this video, and so I decided I'm just going to go live and tell you that your thinking is broken. Why do I say that? Well, have you ever talked with someone and they open their mouth and everything is magical and it seems like they just have all their thoughts together and anything they say resonates so deeply that it's like, how did they get to there? Or they open their mouths and they change lives. And then you talk to some people and you're like, why are you talking? Why are you still running your mouth? Like, it's clear that you haven't thought through what you're saying. They're arguing with you. They have a point, but they don't have anything to back it up. Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you something that is so transformational. And I can't believe I didn't see it before, but I've been in a mastermind with Myron Golden for the last year. And every time I ask him a question, the most resounding answer I ever got was, thinking is the hardest work that most people never do. And it felt like an insult at first, but he was right. I didn't really think. I thought I was thinking, but I wasn't really thinking. And so the reason I want to share this framework I discovered is because when I asked him, Myron, how do you think through? Like, he articulates his content so well. He tells you what it is, he tells you what it isn't, he tells you from different perspectives, and he ties it all to biblical principles in the end so that you can get a full picture of the thing, and he can help you to believe the thing that you need to believe in order to get the result that you want, or that it's best for you. So I asked him, and he puts out his hand like this, and he said, well, it's like this. I take something and I look at it this way, and then I turn it around and I look at it back here, and I turn it back around and I look at it here, then I turn it upside down, I look at it from the top, I look at it, turn it back around, and you just keep turning it around and looking at it from all different perspectives. And what that did for me was it created this 3D cube. And so what came as a result of that is what I like to call 6-dimensional thinking, or 6D thinking. Or for the people who have the inner child inside of us and are not afraid to cling to it, this is the 6D cube quest. And I have come up with an entire framework around it that I want to share with you so that you can think through your problems, your communication, your leadership, your speaking, absolutely as clear as it can possibly be. Now, I've recorded this video. The first time there was no sound. The second time, or the sound was horrible. The next time, I wasn't recording. There's probably something wrong with this live, but we'll find out at the end, right? And then the last time, it recorded the whole time, but this little mic was dead. And so it's like, okay, let's just go live, because obviously someone doesn't want you to hear this. It's that powerful. So imagine you have that cube. You have the top half, you have the bottom half, and then you have the 4 sides. The way I see this is it's the ultimate empathy. You know, a lot of people don't have empathy. A lot of people cannot understand how to think from another person's perspective. And this thinking model will help you do just that. So I'm going to tell you what this represents. So you've got the top half is the positive aspect of any fact. The bottom half is the negative aspect of any fact. These 4 sides are the 4 different archetypes or personality types that you're going to run into in this world. Some people are a combination of 2. Some people are mature, and some people are immature in their forming of their gifts and their personalities. You know, there's character assets and there's character defects. So in the top here, in the positive aspect, this is Hope Hill. It is governed by the optimistic owl, who's watching and looking out for the positive perspective, the best case scenario. What's the best that can happen? How can this go right? Where's the silver lining? He's optimistic. He is looking at what is and all that could be, right? And on the very opposites of that is the doubt dungeon. And that is occupied by the worrying wolf. And he's just the most negative person you've ever met. He's pessimistic. He's looking at what could go wrong. He finds a problem for every solution you give him. He's looking at how everything can go wrong and what is wrong. And, you know, he's not all bad. He's there to save you. He's there to protect you from what could possibly go wrong. Then you have the 4 personality types. And what I used for this framework was the core personality assessment, because I understand it and know it very well. And it is CORE. So imagine the 4 sides of the cube. You've got commander, organizer, relator, and entertainer. But I've got cool names for this that will help you remember and tie it to an animal, because it's fun for me and that's what I like to do. So on here we have our bold beast, we have the power panther. These are the people that need the ROI, they're action takers, they move fast, they get things done, right? These are the people that are like, how can we pounce on the problem? Then you have your organizers. This is the orderly octopus. He's got all his tentacles out, he's got his schedule, he's got his framework, he's got his map, he's got his, step-by-steps. He needs to be clear, he needs to be concise, he needs to have some kind of structure, framework, or box to put his thing in, right? Then you have the kind koala. These are the relators. These are the people that connect and they care. They care about how you feel. They ask you how something makes you feel. This is my wife. This is why we balance each other so well. She's an organizer, relator. I'm a commander, entertainer. Speaking of which, the entertainers. These are the zippy zebras. These are my people. They make it fun. They are whimsical. They have energy. They are magical. They're thinking, how can we make this the most memorable thing that we've ever done? And they're just fun. Now, when you take a problem and you look at it from all those different perspectives, I'm going to use my speech I'm giving next week for Toastmasters called Letting Go to Win. How you can let go, or how surrendering is actually the key to elevating and succeeding. So let's say I'm wanting to communicate to someone letting go to win. On Hope Hill, I talk about all the possibilities of what can happen when you let go. When I let go of control, when I let go of expectation, when I let go of my goals and how things should work, and my will, my self-will. And I see all of the possibilities that can happen from me letting go of this problem or letting go of the control of this outcome. Things could actually get better. And then I look down here in the doubt dungeon and I'm like, but if I let go, things are going to be out of control. I'm not going to know what's happening. What if I let go and someone dies? What if I let go and someone messes up? What if I let go of my business and controlling it and my people mess everything up for me? Oh man. Yeah, thank you, Worrying Wolf. But there is an argument on each side of this cube. So the people with the ROI are like, if I let go, what's in it for me? Like, how is this going to tackle my problem? Letting go of my problem doesn't tackle my problem. Yeah, well, if you think it's hard letting go, try holding on. Because if you hold on or you turn it over and you don't let go, you're upside down. If you hold on for too long, imagine you're holding on to a car that's driving away. You're getting scraped up, bumped and bruised, and you'll probably die. So I don't know, maybe you should let go and trust your team. It's an example. You have the organizers. They're like, I'm not letting go of nothing. If this framework and this system isn't in place, everything's going to fall apart. Well, I'm not telling you to let go of your frameworks and your systems and your calendars and your step-by-steps and your boxes you put everything in. I'm just saying, how about we have a mind that's open to anything and attached to nothing, so that, yes, you have the systems in place, but just in case life shows up, which it will, you have maybe a plan B, maybe something works out better than you could have planned it. And then you go with it. Be flexible, go with the flow, be Gumby. Then you have your relators. Your relators, they're going to be like, well, if I let go, are they going to think I don't care? How's that going to make them feel if I let go? If I'm not there for them to catch them when they fall, then they're going to resent me. Or if I let them go, they're going to feel like I abandoned them. Yes, all of that can be true, but really, when you are holding on so tightly to the results and how people feel, and you don't want to let them fall or fail or bump their heads, you're actually robbing them of the opportunity for them to learn how to do it themselves. I used this example earlier. If I was to get my grandson, Kingston, a Lego set, and I said, Kingston, I got you a Lego set. It's awesome, but I got a surprise for you. I actually put it together for you too. So you don't have to do anything. Do you think he'd be happy about that? Probably not, because I took all the joy of him figuring out how to do it, the process, the challenges, the frustrations, that this won't work, I give up, right? I took all that away from him. He's not going to learn. So now he's just going to know that, when I buy him a Lego set, there's no joy in that. It's like buying him a car that's already put together. So letting go can actually make people stronger. Now, the last one, the zippy zebras. We're already letting go. We already have no plans and we're just letting go and having fun. Now, what does it look like to let go for us? Well, maybe letting go of always being the center of attention and thinking that everything has to be about us or we have to bring the energy, maybe lifting that energy up in the room, like letting go to let someone else or bring someone else up and help them shine and help them come into their purpose. Maybe that's what the entertainment is for. Maybe we're there to set the tone and the energy for the room, right? Because we're the thermometers. No, we're the thermostats, not the thermometers. We don't check the temperature in the room and then adjust. We set the temperature in the room so that other people can thrive and shine and do what they were meant to do. Now, I'm taking that and I'm looking at it from all these angles, and now someone can come with a question and I can answer it because I've thought through this so thoroughly from every aspect that I could. And that's the kind of things that are happening in my brain, and I just wanted to share it with you. Speaking of which, I have an offer for you that I think will absolutely, no, I don't think, I know it will absolutely change your life, because it changed the life of my client, Francine, who had been coaching coaches to build kingdom businesses. For 7 years, she felt stuck. I got her unstuck in less than 30 days with my Greater Foundations program. She went from a premium website with a pay less price to a premium website that feels premium, is premium, because she's delivered these results for these people. She's changed lives. She just didn't believe that she could charge what she was worth, and I helped her do that in less than 30 days. As a matter of fact, I think it was 2 weeks. And before she ever entered the program, I helped her get a $4,500 turnaround by helping to build her confidence. So that offer's out there for the first 10 people that want to take it. If it makes sense to you, it's only $2,500. That is a drop in the bucket compared to the value you'll get. She went from, I think she said the most she was making was $15,000 on a good month, $10,000 on a bad month, but she was tied to her business, and she was charging so low that she couldn't really show up the way she wanted to. She raised her prices, she created room, and now she can show up at the highest level possible for her people and serve them at the highest level possible because she's charging what she's worth. That's the kind of transformation I want to give you. So it's there. Link will be in the description for you to join, or you can DM me or put in the comments any questions you have about it. I may not have talked about it thoroughly, but it's not really the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to show you how to think deeper, better, more empathetic from different perspectives, and think thoroughly through something from the positive, negative, and all 4 personality types. And I hope this video blesses you. Don't forget to pre-order your book, From Waiter to Greater, How Anyone Can Level Up From Where They Are. It's my story about how I went from $213 an hour to $250,000 a year without a degree, with just a 6-month certification and a lot of networking, and this Greater framework, which is actually contained within the word Greater. It's an acronym. I won't go into that here. You got to get the book to figure it out, or watch a video. I'm sure I have a video about it somewhere. But until the next video, stay blessed, be bold and courageous, do everything that you do with passion, and I promise you'll have a life that you love. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, how do you stop the live? I don't think I've ever gone live on YouTube from my phone. X? Yes.